There's one type of exercise, though, that I'm really wary of doing, and that is hot yoga. If you guys have ever, if you're not familiar with hot yoga, if you've never done it, you're basically in like a dark windowless room that's heated to like 1,000 degrees. And as a Jew, that's like the last place I want to work out. And when I think about hot yoga, I'm like, no, really seriously, who invented this? They make you leave all your valuables outside the studio. You basically have to strip down to nothing. And the last pose in class is called corpse pose. Little Holocaust humor to kick off the evening, you guys. I used to live in Japan because I like attention. And it's really easy as a non-Asian person to get attention in Japan. All you basically have to do is leave your apartment and go outside. And if you're lucky, like me, a couple times, strangers will come up to you and compliment you on things you would never get complimented on here in the States or wherever you're from. For example, this one woman came up to me and said to me, "Sugoi ne, hori ga fukai," which translates to, "Wow, you have deeply set eye sockets." Because the surgery, apparently, to do that in Japan, if you don't already have them, is like 10 grand. But sometimes you will get attention that you really don't want. For example, a few years ago when I lived there, I was waiting like on a street corner in a little black dress, waiting to meet some friends, and a drunk businessman came up to me and he was like, "Ikura desu ka?" Which means, "How much are you?" Now, I wish I were clever enough at the time to like come back with a snappy comeback, but all I did was just have like, I looked like I had jazz hands but was having a seizure at the same time. I was like, "Ugh, like no, like just get away from me." And like now that I think about it, I'm like, damn it, like I wish I had a good answer back then. You know, like now I'm just like, well, how, like now if I was approached like that, like how much am I worth? Like at least 10 grand, like the value of like my eye sockets. Then probably $140,000 for my bachelor's degree. And then another 50 grand for grad school. So I'd say at least $200,000 before we can even start talking about anything. Get a little personal with you guys. I am the child of 2 alcoholics, one who knows they are, and one who doesn't. My mom is the alcoholic who knows she is, but she hasn't had a drink in like 28 years. She quit drinking when she found out she was pregnant with my younger brother, which means she drank when she was pregnant with me. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't think like I don't think I'm an alcoholic. I think I can go through life without being one. Like I don't drink by myself. I don't drink every day. Like I actually very rarely drink. However, if you guys remember a few weeks ago, there was this article circulating on Facebook where doctors were like, "Okay, you guys, absolutely, positively, like no drinking when you're pregnant, like not even a sip, just don't do it." And I was like, "Yep, definitely adopting." And I just imagine like what that like meeting at the adoption agency could be like. They'd be like, "So, Sarah, like why do you want to adopt kids?" "Because I want to keep drinking." Let's be real here. Those are my priorities. I recently ended a situationship. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's like friends with benefits, except you're not friends, and the benefits suck. Yeah, I think I'll just leave you guys with that happy note and happy little term to take and use on in your other future situationships. So I want to bring up the first comic who's crawling his way to the stage.